Ooh woo, what's this? A new video? So soon? Okay, I kind of hated myself for doing that. That'd be funny. It was kind of cringy. Oh well. So, here we are. New Year's 2021 is tomorrow. Yay! I hope. God, this year was total shit. Like, oh my god, what the I mean, this is probably like one of the worst years ever. I feel like that's pretty obvious though. I know I usually kind of use these videos to talk about the drawings and like why I drew or whatever. But to be honest, there's not really much I have to say about the drawing that I did today. The most that I can say about it is that I originally wanted to include more characters. Like I wanted to make it into a bigger drawing. Like I wanted to include all of my pets characters. I wanted to include some more from Dusk Comet, from how do we say it? From from the comic with Dusk, and I also wanted to added some from Ursa's comic too. But I kind of realized trying to get that done in 2 days would have been impossible. So it's just gonna be just a drawing of just me, Dusk, and Ursa, just giving the finger to 2020. The only other thing I want to mention about this drawing, real quick, before I get into the actual point of the video, is that I was trying to figure out how to do fireworks, and I don't know if that worked out very well, and I don't know if the lighting in the back turned out very well because I'm not good at shading without a reference. Yeah, it's something I want to work on next year. Anyways, so like I said, I'm not really going too much into the drawing because there's not really much for me to say about it other than what I just said. But I kind of do just want to use this video just to kind of rant a bit about how terrible this fucking year was. Or at least for me personally, like there's obviously like so much shit going on. There's so much shit going on everywhere, but I don't really want to get into all that stuff. I just thought it just might be fun or like somewhat therapeutic to just kind of rant about what the fucking shit that went on personally. If you don't want to listen to this, there's gonna be a link to a just with a no commentary version for this drawing because I understand not everyone wants to hear about some girl complaining about first world issues or whatever because they're like just literally like just things that bugged or pissed me off this year. So the first thing that went bad for me this year was so my cat Mona. I've drawn her twice on this channel now, I believe. Yeah. No, 3 times because there's a group photo. So I've drawn, so like you've seen her in the videos I've done before, or at least the drawings of her. This year, like in January, my neighbors ended up finding her, passed away in their yard. So that sucked. And I don't know why this year I just lost a lot of cats. Like I didn't have like a ton. I had Mona, I had her daughters MJ and Snow. And then MJ had babies back in August. And then she just went missing. Like we couldn't find her. By the way, in case you're wondering, I mentioned this before, but like I have allergies. So all my animals are outside, which wasn't a problem with the cats because they were stray cats that we just kind of take care of. Like we feed them, we pet them, we love them. So it's not really that big of a deal. But anyways, she had babies and then she just went missing. So then we had to take care of the babies. We had to bottle feed them, and then when they were getting bigger, they were walking around more. We were keeping an eye on them whenever they were when they were like kind of loose. We kind of kept them in like a little area so that they didn't walk off when no one was outside. But like whenever they were loose, my other cat Snow, she did not. I don't think she likes kittens. I don't think she likes kids. She actually did have a litter earlier this year, but none of them survived, and she just I don't think she's like the motherly type of cat, but she would always just hiss at them. She would get mad at them. Like I'd have to make sure she, like, I don't want to think she would have hurt them, but I just had to make sure that they had to be like, oh no, stay away from Auntie Snow. And then she went missing. I think it was just that she didn't want to deal with babies, and we were focusing a lot on the babies. I mean, I still like I still loved Snow, and I still gave her attention and stuff. But like, you know, I had to give more attention to the babies because they literally don't have a mom right now. They're literally orphaned at this point. So I think she probably just like left, and that sucked. And then, so I was just left with two babies, Garfield and Chungus. So they're so cute. And literally just last week, Chungus went missing, and I don't know where they are. No one has seen them, and it kind of sucks. I don't know why I'm just missing my cats. Okay, this is getting depressing. Okay, so on to some less depressing news about how this year sucked. COVID! I don't even know. Actually, is that even less depressing? We're all stuck at home. Like, or at least the people who are trying to be responsible are stuck at home. Yeah, I know some of y'all are still going out to fucking parties. Bitch, stay home. Don't be partying, you dumbasses. Anyways, so for where I live, Corona was starting to become a thing like back in March. It was like during spring break. And this thing kind of like, it sucks not only because, you know, there's this new deadly disease that's killing people and getting people very sick. But like, don't get me wrong, that sucks. And why the fuck did Corona have to happen? But like I said, this is just me personally ranting about things that went bad for me this year. So I am studying to be an art teacher, and I was taking an art education class, and what we were going to do right after spring break is that we were going to go teach at an elementary school. And I was looking forward to that. I was nervous, but I was like, you know what? We got this. I got the my group got the kindergartners, and so this is going to be really cool. This is going to be fun. We didn't end up doing that because Corona hit, and then there was the lockdown, so we couldn't do that. Don't get me wrong. I understand why we had to do that, and it's a good thing that we did. We don't want to get people sick. We don't want to get little kids sick, or we don't want to get ourselves sick, or even the teachers that are there. But it just kind of, it just kind of sucks that like you're looking forward to this thing and it just can't happen. Actually, another thing that we were planning, me and my mom have been planning to go to California because my mom's from there, and just kind of go there for like 2 weeks during the summer. And actually, I remember before that, I got news that BTS was going to be playing in Dallas, and it was kind of a big debate. Just like, are we going to California or are we going to Dallas to see BTS? And I was still like, I want to do both. Why do I have to choose? Yeah, neither of those ended up happening. Again, for obvious reasons. And just like, fuck, man. And not like. Jesus Christ, plans are just not happening. And then I was like, okay, I remember I was kind of still trying to be hopeful that by October things would have calmed down. Not obviously there's Corona still going to be a thing, but thought we could at least go outside. We cannot, and ended up spending my favorite holiday inside. Sucks, but whatever, it happens. But actually, speaking of which, it's kind of for my family, it kind of got a little scary for a bit, the Corona. Because in August, my Thea, she ended up catching Corona. And I don't actually remember if my grandma got it too, because they were living together at the time. But that, and so from hearing with how bad because my Thea, she got it she sounded miserable. She was on the phone with my mom and she was just talking. God, she sounded so exhausted and miserable. And Jesus Christ. So, yeah, if you don't think corona is a big deal, take it from someone whose family member got corona and was miserable for 3 months. Don't be stupid. Wear a fucking mask. And don't go out in public unless you have to. Don't go to random parties because you want to have fun. It's not worth it. So, yeah. That shit was, I don't know, that shit was just, that was just kind of scary. Thank God she's all better now. But, she was fucking miserable during that point. So, trust me, you don't want this shit. And, I think she was semi-healthy, too. I don't remember if she actually does have asthma or not, but, I don't think she does have asthma, but, she ended up getting asthma afterwards. I was just like, oh, God. And everyone was just telling me, because I have asthma, was like, don't go to school. And because the semester was coming up, and I am in art, so all my classes are art classes, and that means I have to go to school. Luckily for me, I still had 2 more classes that did not require in-person learning, which was a art history class and a Spanish class. So I could do those online, no problem. Well, almost no problem. I ended up getting one of the worst teachers I've ever had in school, in high school, in college, wherever. This fucking bitch, she could not get her schedule right. She would post assignments the day before they were due. She would post tests the day after we were supposed to take them. And we were all confused at what was happening the first week because she posted that something was due the first Friday, but it turned out it was for next week, and we were all confused because we had no idea what the fuck we were doing. She sent a super everyone agreed that her email response to everyone was super passive aggressive. It was essentially, don't email me, put it on Blackboard, and post your questions there, and I'll respond to them when I can. The problem is, she takes forever to respond. Bitch, what the fuck? Never taking a class with her again. If I see her name on any class that I need, I'm not taking that class. I'm not dealing with her bullshit. Honestly, I want to make a video, a storytime video, talking about all the fucking shit we had to go through with her. She wasn't mean, but she was just incompetent. I was just so happy when I was done with her bullshit. But just to let you know how bad it was. Our final was an essay assignment. And up until the day it was due, people were still confused on what was happening. I had just given up at that point, and I was like, you know what? I think I got good enough grades. I think I can handle a C. Somehow I passed with a B in that class, but you know what? I'm happy. At least I don't got to deal with her bullshit no more. But, yeah, that was pretty much all the shitty things that I could think of that happened personally this year. I don't know. This year was just a complete shit show, honestly. And like I said, I don't really want to talk too much about actual real world problems because I honestly don't have much to add to those kind of stuff. I know there was so much worse shit than my petty issues. So much of the stuff I mentioned, they're just kind of overall not really that important. But I just wanted to just kind of vent a bit. I know there was more serious things going on this year and honestly worse. But, sometimes, for me, it's sometimes just good just to let things out and just kind of vent for a bit. That's just how I am. But yeah, that's pretty much this video. But if you guys want to vent a bit, feel free to just kind of post how shitty your year was in the comments. If you don't have to, if you don't want to. But yeah, I think we all know how this year fucking was. And that's just gonna have to do it for this video. thanks for watching for this incredibly long rant of a video. But I gotta just let us all what's the word? Let's all just come together and just give one last fuck you 2020. Here's hoping that 2021 is gonna be better, at least somewhat better. That's it for now. Goodbye, and I'll see you next year.